Okay, hey everybody, this is Grace. I'm on my way to a Dollar Tree store, the huge Dollar Tree store here in Texas, the one in Texas. And I really like it. It's kind of neat the way that they have the inside. The way I see it is that it's the shape of a tree. The aisles make up the shape of a tree. A big one. It's a huge store. And I just want to go there and walk around for exercise. You know, before 2020, I used to joke that shopping was my exercise. Yeah, and I knew that, you know, of course, walking was walking. It's exercise to some. It's the only kind of exercise to some. And I remember a time, like right before 2020, the bottoms of my feet, especially the heel, well, mainly I think it was the heels, they were so bad that, I mean, the way they hurt. And I had a nurse practitioner back there. She told me, you know, what to do with, it was like you get a tennis ball. I don't want to go into detail of that. But she, you know, I don't remember what they call it. I vaguely have a memory of what they call it. But, I didn't turn my blinker on there. But, it was so bad. I'd get up at night and I could barely walk. And I'd get up in the middle of the night to go to the restroom and I couldn't walk. It was so painful. And I even tried to find all I could, you know, kind of cushions and everything for my bottom of my feet, you know, whether it was in shoes, house shoes, those, whatever they're called, they're little plastic things. Nothing worked. Then 2020 happened, and I have a rare health condition, so I was one of those who had to stay at home. Being very vulnerable because of my rare health condition. And so I wasn't walking much. I wasn't going outside and walking much. And I don't advise any of this to anybody. I'm not giving any form of advice. Like I said, rare health condition. And I didn't like that. I wasn't getting enough exercise. But one thing that happened, of course, was that my heels, my feet, all that healed. Now, I don't know if, of course, because from what I understand, for some people that would not heal, but it did for me. The heels healed. Feet, all of it. But then recently, more recently than that, well, I don't know, sometime during this, and even a little bit before that, I would have edema, but it has worsened over the past few months. I don't remember what month it started, but now I don't know what month it started this year. But it started and it didn't stop. I mean, it didn't go totally away. And still is not. But one of the things, and I'm not, like I said, this is just for me. I have a rare health condition. What works for me doesn't always work for other people. Works for other people. Most people, what works for them does not work for me. It's my rare health condition causes me overall to be very different with things like, for example, pain. I wind up with bruises because, thank you for all that noise, I appreciate it. But I wind up with bruises sometimes because I don't feel, you know, I have like a little vague sense, oh yeah, I think I hit something, like that. Seriously, and I have a bruiser because I don't feel pain as bad as other people. And that's not necessarily good, you know, really. It was a doctor that first pointed it out to me. He was doing a little surgical procedure in the office. He said most people would be coming off the table in such pain. Now I wonder why he would do something like that in his office if he knew that. But yeah, you know. So he said most people would. And that's when I started to get a clue. You know, I'm different than other people. And nobody had ever said anything like that to me. And anyway, it was years ago, probably 15 or so, 20 maybe even, I don't know, it was a long time ago. But anyway, yeah. Okay, let me fix this here. Yeah. So anyway, how did I get going on that topic? Seriously. I was talking about going to the Dollar Tree and walking around. And that's what I want to do. I need some exercise because all this exercise lately, you know, I'm doing those food and shopping pay, and the Uber Eats, DoorDash thing, being one that goes out and does all that. I don't work very often with it because of my feet as it is, but that does actually help the whole situation all around. And but I just can't do too much of it because my feet swell from the time, you know, where I'm sitting in my SUV waiting for something or driving. And the part with walking, like I said, seems to be helping, but the sitting down does not help. You know, I can't stay seated. The reason I took that job is that took it as an independent contractor for one, but because of the needing it for healthcare insurance, because I have to prove, you know, that I'll start next year. But anyway, all this is because of, you know, because I cannot work in a regular kind of job, like in an office, and, you know, where I have to sit down for a certain length of time. Can't do that. Why was it yellow and people were sitting there over there? That's not how it usually works. I got to know these lights because I do the delivery and such. I got to know how the lights work, and that was not how they work. I had that happen the other day, and everybody was just sitting there, and they actually did have a light to go. I don't know, herd mentality kind of thing, seriously. But anyway, but all together, all around, it's about health insurance and health. So, okay. But I have to say, doing these is very interesting because I've lived in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for most of my adulthood. I've lived in several other states and several other places in Texas, but a lot of places in Dallas-Fort Worth, the Texas area, suburbs and all. And, you know, many, not all, but many. I haven't lived in Fort Worth, though, or their suburbs at Fort Worth. Well, some of them, I've lived in the mid-cities, and I think one a little bit north of there, northeast. But over all these years, and, but like right here, it's been over 20 years for the most part, and there's just some places, you know, Adam goes with me for safety whenever he does. He doesn't always, but when I first started doing them, he did, for safety so I could get a feel for how it is. And then he goes with me if we go out at night, if he feels like going out, you know, to do them at night. He goes for safety because I'm not going anywhere in the dark to do these by myself. Not happening. But anyway, it's kind of relaxing. You know, except sometimes when Adam is wanting to, you know, he's in has an attitude. When he's like, oh, let's do this, and I'm like, no. I'm not doing that one, not for that much, not happening, that kind of thing. Overall, though, it's relaxing. Whether he goes with more when I'm by myself. Honestly, more when I'm by myself. If he and I go, like one time we went in we got caught in a really bad thunderstorm, lightning storm. Oh man, it was lightning everywhere around us. Seriously. Pouring down rain, I had to stop and all that stuff, and find a place to stop. And we were going right there to deliver something, and we didn't know that's where it was. I think that's what it was. But it was beautiful sitting there in the lightning. When do we ever have any reason for that? You know, because we don't go out after dark. No reason for it. And it was just beautiful. It was so beautiful and so calming. Now, this was where, I've said before, Adam and I are two total opposites. And this is where it's kind of like a bit of, we're opposites to ourselves, because I was just enjoying it. I was like, wow. Usually I am like Adam was. Adam was a little bit frightened. And usually I'm the person that's very cautious, you know, and I would get frightened. But this time he was, you know, feeling that. He was like, this is scary, you know. He like didn't want to admit it. He never does, but yeah. I mean, but me, I was just like, I was in awe how beautiful it was. You know, the sky would light up in like sometimes oranges and different colors. You know, some it made me orange and silver. You know, of course, and just light up. You know, different places, looking around and watching it. It was so beautiful. Like I say, that was actually even relaxing. It was just awesome. Thank you, I appreciate that too. A lot of people think we appreciate that. Oh my goodness. can still hear it. He's way down there on that motorcycle. So yeah, almost to the next light. Wow. But anyway, so overall it's relaxing, you know. And so that's helpful for me because I have to reduce my stress and all this stuff. And but yesterday and today I just felt like I don't want to do it. I just have. Really, since I started doing it at the end of July, I really haven't taken enough time. One time I had to because of a TikTok video that caused a lot of people troubles, that they had to go back and get stuff fixed on their, it's an SUV, and because TikTok challenge videos, that's what I was told, and it took a week. You had to make an appointment, and the other ones were trying for like about a month or two, on the wait list, and I found one that wasn't close to here, and Adam did it. He went to have it done, but it was like a week or so away, and I couldn't work during that time, and I had to go and get a special kind of insurance for it too. I had to drop my old insurance. I just dropped it the other day, a week or two ago, and because I had it for a while, but I had to drop that. I had to get a different one, but I got that different one back then when it was. Had to do all that, and it just took a week. I couldn't work until I had that insurance policy, and all of it just took and it was so frustrating. It was unbelievable. So, but me, I need to have, be more stress-free. So I've got to get back to feeling like doing these things again. Our weather this past few days have been beautiful. Before that, we had dipped, in October. We had dipped into 3 days, 3 or 4 nights at nighttime. It dipped below 0 here in northeast Texas. Seriously, really? And at the beginning of October, that was the end of October, I think, early November. Okay, but anyway, I had a cough. But other than that, what I'm saying, in early October, it was still in the hundreds, and it had been since sometime in June. We broke all kinds of records with it, but we had a few days here and there that we would have. It wouldn't be in the hundreds until then. I think like the second week or somewhere around there, it dipped down into the 90s. It was hot. So that's one of the reasons why I wasn't able to do. I can't really see around you, so yeah, I can. But they're not good. But yeah, it was so hot I couldn't do much. There's one day the time got away from Adam. It was right when I started doing, and Adam was with me, and the time got away with us. We didn't realize how late it was in the day. Like I think we went out in the morning, and then the time got away with us, and we didn't realize it was at the heat of the day by then. Seriously. I think, like we go out, but we don't just do that. We'll go and get something to eat or something. Maybe we did something like that. And my body's response was bad. Was that I would forget to put my SUV in gear. Seriously. When I stopped to get out, luckily Adam was with me, and I think that may have been the time that I walked up the stairs for the first time. I have a bum knee. I walked up one flight and it was like straight up. Maybe it was a different time, but okay, I need you to go like you should be going. Okay. That woman was a very slow driver. I cannot believe how busy this is. I am not finding, there's one right there, but overall I'm not finding a parking spot. This is November 7th. I'm guessing, you're going in the wrong way. A lot of people are out shopping or something, but this is unbelievable. I don't know why they had this little divider thing right here, and they have a sign up there, but maybe they're saying something like you can't park here. Well, don't think you own the parking lot, but you never know. I'm gonna go over there and that one's pretty much the same, so oh well. But anyway, think I'll wrap this up.
Then I pay you on me day.